Good morning, students. Today we will study about Hershey and Chase experiment. After Griffith experiment, Hershey and Chase also conducted experiment to prove that in order to find out the genetic material. So he conducted this Hershey and Chase experiment. He prepared that preparation of bacteriophage. Put a medium containing radioactive sulfur, that is S35, and in another medium, that is phosphorus 32. The protein was labeled with S35 and the DNA was labeled with P32. That with the S35 infected E. coli, and with phosphorus he infected E. coli, a different E. coli. E. coli cells were genitally agitated in a bladder phase. Particles were separated from bacteria, and similarly in this both the medium were done, culture and centrifuged. The heavier bacterial cell formed as a pellet at the bottom, and the lighter viral component outside the bacterium cell remained in the supernatant. And how this experiment was conducted? What happened that they grew some phages on a medium that contained radioactive phosphorus and some other on the medium that contained radioactive sulfur. The phages grown in the presence of radioactive sulfur contained radioactive DNA but not radioactive proteins, because DNA contains phosphorus but protein does not. Similarly, phages grown on the radioactive sulfur contain radioactive proteins but not radioactive DNA, because DNA does not contain sulfur. Now, the radioactive phages were allowed to attach to E. coli bacteria. Then, as the infection proceeded, the phages coat were removed from the bacteria by agitating them in the kitchen bladder. The phage particles were separated from the bacteria by spinning them in a centrifuge. That bacteria which was infected with bacteriophage that had radioactive DNA were radioactive, indicating that DNA was the material that passed from phage to the bacteria. Bacteria that were infected with phage that had radioactive protein were not radioactive. This indicates that protein did not enter to the bacteria from the virus. DNA is there for the genetic material. So he concluded after that the supernatant contains viral protein labeled with S35. This shows that the viral protein had not entered the bacterial cell. The bacterial pellet contained radioactive phosphorus. This shows that viral DNA labeled with phosphorus 32 had entered the bacterial cell. This proved that DNA is the genetic material. Now, properties of genetic material. What are the properties of genetic material? Be able to generate its replica, means replication, chemical and structurally be stable, provide the scope for mutation that are required for evolution, be able to express itself in the form of Mendelian character. If they have all this property, then only we can say that it is a genetic material. So which one is the more better genetic material, DNA or RNA? DNA. Second strand of DNA, if separated by heating, come together if suitable conditions are provided. DNA is less reactive and more stable. Thymine instead of uracil also gives stability to DNA. So that is slow mutation, better for the storage of genetic information due to its stability. Whereas DNA, that is second OH group in RNA nucleotide, makes RNA liable and degradable. RNA is catalytic, hence reactive and unstable. Faster mutation, better for transmission of genetic information. In the Griffith experiment, when the bacteria was heated, at least some of the properties of genetic material DNA did not destroy because of stability. So the stability make the DNA more better genetic material as compared to the RNA. RNA mutant at a faster rate, therefore, RNA virus, that is tobacco mosaic virus, with shorter lifespan, mutate and evolve faster. RNA can directly code for synthesis of protein, hence can easily express the characters. DNA is dependent on RNA for protein synthesis. Now RNA world. RNA was the first genetic material. Essential life processes like metabolism, translation, splicing, etc. involved around RNA. It acts as genetic material and catalyst. It is reactive and unstable. DNA evolved from RNA for stability. Thank you for today.